How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be failed support. Failed support. When I'm thinking about this, when I'm thinking about failed support that you may have in your life, I'm thinking about some of the topics that I've discussed in other videos in regards to reasons to be able to motivate yourself, finding things that you're good at, self-motivating, which is the same as the first thing that I said. 2 reasons why you're going to be successful. Just finding a number of things that internally you can grab a hold of to set some sort of long-term and short-term goal up for you yourself, not outside sources, so you don't have to rely on a support system for you to do things that you're wanting to do. Keep in mind, I'm not saying that you're not going to utilize a support system at all. I'm talking about your goals, your accomplishments. Keeping in mind why you set out to do what it is that you're wanting to do. And when I think about this topic of today, a failed support system, this is a little bit of a follow-up video to a previous video that I just released, checks and balances. With this failed support system, the reason why I'm always talking about reevaluating the people that's in your circle, just, checks and balances with things that go on in your life. When you're doing this on a small scale, before you even get to setting on your way to try to accomplish whatever goals it is that you're trying to accomplish or do whatever it is that you're wanting to do. When you find these people that aren't conducive to your growth, that are just toxic, they just really, you find yourself led astray because of certain things that they may be doing or just how the relationship has progressed. You know where to place these people. You know how to maneuver them to where they're not being roadblocks to the things that you're wanting to do. So if you need to kind of move them out to a further circle of your life, give them maybe a little bit less time, maybe not being in their face as much, whatever the case may be. And the reason why when you're doing this on a level before you're taking off trying to accomplish things that you're doing, when you start climbing up that ladder, doing whatever it is that you're set out to do, you're still going to have to do this. So you're not wobbled by having people around you that are really not in the relationship as invested as you are in the relationship. And it ends up being the topic of this video, their failed support. And the thing is, it's nothing like taking off and doing something and you're just relying so heavy on things in your circle only to find out later that it was false. They failed you. And it's not really there the way that you thought that it should be there. Keep in mind, I've mentioned a number of times in these videos, none of us are perfect. We're all going to let one another down sometimes. So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is sometimes how you let people take up more time than what they should be allowed to because of toxicity, and they're just kind of like riding your coattails on just really being a hindrance to you, keeping you from accomplishing your goals. Now, this is not for you to ride off of this and say, oh, you're the reason why I'm not. But I'm just saying, because they're so time consuming, they have you led astray, distracted. This is the reason why you have to call the shots. You have to call the shots in your life to realize, hey, look, this is my life. I'm going to say on what goes on in it and, what I will and will not allow in my life. I'm going to call the shots on that. And since I have an agenda that I'm trying to meet, then, and you're not a part of the agenda, I'm not going to let you stand in the way of whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So you're going to have a support system, but you want to make sure that you truly have a support system. You don't want to end up down the road or up this ladder of success, and then all of a sudden it looks like, things are failing up around you because you've just either, latched on to people just to be latching on to people, just to say that you have people around you, or you were just too lapsadaisical in putting any type of effort into the friendships or the relationships that are around you. That's what I'm saying. So you're not surprised and you look back and, oh, what? These people don't have my back like I thought they had my back. Work that out at ground level. So you don't end up having a failed support system and then ultimately failing with whatever it is that you want to do. And if you are on that ladder, climbed up to the top and you figured out, things aren't really what you thought that they were with some of the people that you may have in your life, okay, acknowledge it. Don't let it, mess with what you're doing now. Acknowledge it and, address the issue. However you're going to address the issue. Like I said, it's a multitude of ways that you may address those issues. Since I'm not in your life, you have some relationships where maybe they were new, maybe it's not even really a friendship. It was just an acquaintance that you just put the label of friend on, and they really were never a friend. Or maybe it was somebody that's been in your life 25, 30 years, and you all need to sit down and have a talk about it. Whatever the case may be, you're going to have to address it. Or if it's just something that like I said, it's a lot of different ways that you would go about it. But the one thing that is certain is that you are going to call the shots on however it goes down. So if you have a failed support system, okay, call it like it is. I'm not saying you have to literally call it out to the person. Recognize it for what it is on your behalf and keep it moving. Know what not to have or what led to having that failed support system. Maybe if you overlook some things, so you can look for some better qualities in, what you need support about. So recognize if you have a failed support system. That's all I'm saying to you for today. I just wanted to share that with you. Take time out to discuss that. Because like I said, some people, they may feel somewhat lost to a degree. Maybe you are on that climbing, like I said earlier, you are climbing on that ladder up to success. And you're just like, whoa, things aren't like what I thought they were around you. And some people, they may freeze up. Maybe they freeze up and you start coming back down the ladder. Because you don't know what to do. No, you keep pushing on, just realize what you have around you. But if you've been following my videos, one of the things that that I say on here a lot is when I'm saying you not only have to be conscious of what your strengths are, you have to be very mindful of what your weaknesses are. So if you can't correct your weaknesses, at least you'll know what to avoid. Okay? That's all I'm saying with you for today. In the meantime, my name's Ayin. I've written a book. Ayin Kilimanjaro is the Arithmetic of Family Communication, which, as always, like I say in all of these videos, I have links in the description box. You can get the book on Amazon. Okay? Also, you can follow me on my other social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook business page, Tumblr. I'm on the whole 9. Okay? If you hadn't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can be in the loop of things when I put new videos up. Okay? In the meantime, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. My name is Ayin. You all have a good one.